Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be showing you how I achieve my everyday doll-like makeup look that I truly believe will look good on everyone. It emphasizes your eyes, it gives you doll-like skin. I also have some specific tips and tricks for you to learn from, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So the first thing I do is obviously moisturize. If you have never tried the Trader Joe's moisturizer, boy am I allowed to put you on. This stuff literally saved my life. It's incredible. It has SPF in it, it cured my acne, and it's $5, okay? This is not sponsored. I only have 3 videos. Next is primer. I only recently started using a primer in my routine, and I honestly do think it makes a difference. This one is by Ciate, London, I think is how you say it, but I think any primer would do. But I like this one because it creates a glowy base, which is kind of my summer vibe, so yeah. Next is my holy grail foundation for summer. It is the Unicorn Glow Sleek Serum Foundation. I have yet to find anything that makes my skin look this good, and it's only $13. It is very light coverage, so your skin still peeks through, which is so important for summer, but you may want to spot conceal if you want a heavier coverage in certain areas. Which brings me to my concealer. I use the Maybelline Age Rewind like everybody else. It's cheap, it works, I like it. For a higher coverage though, on tired days, I use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer because it is chef's kiss. I always use my fingers to tap everything in, partly because the warmth of my fingers melts the product into my face, and partly because I'm too lazy to clean a beauty blender. Next up, I use blush. I only use this one Fenty blush called Summertime Wine because it's simply perfect for creating a doll-like flush like I'm about to show you. So the most important thing about the placement is that I put it where I would normally put bronzer or contour. Not directly in the hollows of my cheeks, but directly above. Concentrating the blush on the outside of the face is going to give you a doll-like appearance by creating the illusion of a wider face. Remember that width is not always a bad thing, it indicates youth and fullness. Then I simply set the center of my face with this loose powder from e.l.f. so that we are giving glowy, not oily. So I put it on my nose, the sides of my nose, my top lip, my chin, and my T-zone. So the base is done for now, but we're going to go back in and add a couple things later on. Now we can move on to the eyes. I use this Longwear Liner from Geller in dark brown kohl, and I use this to create more of a sexy eye look to balance the cuteness of the base makeup. Eyeliner in the summertime is something you should probably invest in if you don't want to sweat it all off in 2 seconds. This one I got for 17 bucks on Amazon, which isn't even too expensive, but it's so worth it. It lasts all day and doesn't irritate my eyes like most drugstore ones. But I fill in my waterline with this and then extend my natural eye shape at the corners. Sometimes I use my finger to drag out the color a little to elongate the eye. Next, I curl my lashes, but I'm not going to show you because it looks terrifying. And then I do my mascara. So I use the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. It is $30, but honestly I found mine at TJ Maxx for $7, so keep a lookout for high-end brands there. And I try my best to not put any near the roots because I find that weighs down the lashes and makes the eyes look smaller. Now for my favorite part, lips. I have fairly small lips, so it is so hard for me to find something that actually looks good, but I'm telling you, this works. You see how I'm drawing directly on the white highlighted part of my Cupid's bow? This is the furthest that you can overline your lips because if you go farther, it will be so obvious in natural light. My tip is to use a brown liner, nothing with too much saturated pigment. Another important tip is that once you line with a brown liner, use the same cream blush that you used on your face to blot the center of your lips and blend the liner together. This will unify your whole look and emphasize the doll-like vibes even more. It's how I get away with wearing color on my lips as someone with fairly small ones, by containing the color with a sharp brown liner. Now my other favorite part is freckles! Instead of doing contour in the summer, I do freckles because they're just so cute. I place them where I would naturally contour in the center of my face, like my nose bridge, right above the tip of my nose, and underneath the outer corners of my eyes. Freckles play into the cuteness, again, which we need to balance the demureness of the eyes. They're going to enhance the natural shadows of your face without having to actually contour. I do add a bit of actual contour right under my nose because it would be unnatural to put freckles in a place that the sun would never naturally hit. That's something to keep in mind when doing your freckles. And that brings us to our finished ultimate summer makeup. I really hope that you try this out and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear if you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It would mean so much to me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!